Guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I've managed to jump on. I've got the house to myself and I'm freezing cold. For one, I'm in an area where there isn't great connection and I've just spent 20 minutes on hold outside trying to get through to an insurance company. My hands are like freezing. Okay, so we've got red raw hands. I don't know what that's about, but we're going to warm up. But this is my only moment I've got to get a reading out. So I think let's have a look at a weekend reading. We got the Nine of Pentacles. She's got gloves on. I was silly. I should have put my gloves on when I went out to make the call. I've got to really warm up. Okay. Enough about me. How are you guys? Okay. I've got to say it's quite challenging being home. The energies are rather challenging. I'm struggling a little bit. It's all good. It's all good. It will be. Okay. We've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So we have somebody who is observing the Divine Feminine. He's feeling quite protective over her. Okay. It's like he wants to protect her. So she's going solo. I feel this is the Divine Masculine watching the Divine Feminine going solo. Okay. It's like the Divine Feminine is just going about her business. But then we have this protective energy where someone's transformed. They want to go home. They're thinking about going home. I felt with the first card, the Divine Feminine was at home. Okay. And then we have an unhappy Queen of Cups. Underlying energy. Okay, moving on. So it's definitely about maybe relocating, wanting to go home. That draw to want to go home. Okay. Let's have a look at these cards. I've only got 4 decks that I've brought away with me. So we shall do what we can do with them. We've got the Divine Feminine here. And I felt, I don't know, with the snail here, I felt like she was in her garden. That's what I felt. That she was in her garden. Talking to the birds. And then we have a masculine here. It's all coming in. It's got to have something to do with the weather, and maybe readings always come in with kind of what's going on in my life. So being out in the cold, as you can see, there's a bit of a wind in the air there. A bit of a nippy wind. Now, that's how these two are put together. And then what's going on behind the masculine's energy here is, let me just try and show you so you can see like the story. So behind him is, I want to say this is the Divine Feminine in her star energy, and like I said, just going about her own business. Okay, but then this kind of protective bubble I felt come around the Divine Feminine, and it's like kind of, I don't want to say all eyes on her. I believe that's just the Divine Masculine's kind of eyes. Then it feels like it's a bit of a different story that comes up. We've got the Death energy. This is about spiritual transformation, okay? Starting again. A new beginning. I'm staying with my nephew and my brother-in-law, and my nephew was having a look at the cards, and I believe he said, whether or not it is, I don't know because I didn't research, but it just come through what he said. He kind of said, is that the English rose? And then we have the Ten of Cups, which is about home. Happy home, happy environment, happy community, wanting to go home. Ready to go home. King of Swords. Oh, got a bit tongue-tied. Why is the King of Swords tongue-tied? He's thinking. Look how stern. That sternness on his eyes is what I picked up from the world cards. The world cards. Cards on the table. It's like the eyes aren't on the divine feminine. They're kind of on the environment. It's like the four corners of the earth. I'm not sure where this reading is going, guys, but it's what you're getting out of me today. Okay. A divine masculine here thinking in his head, watching the divine feminine. Then we have a queen behind. Well, I'm not sure who that queen is, I'm not sure. And that cup there's poisonous, so I'm not sure what's going on. We're going to clarify. But the underlying energy that's coming up is the Six of Swords. This is about moving on, okay? Leaving the past in the past and moving on to calmer waters. I'm going to use these cards, so to clarify. So let's clarify more about the Divine Feminine's energy here. It's about something about the snail being slow. Sending a messenger via the birds. Oh, I felt, it was like, did you get my message? Deceit, envy, sneaky behaviour with the masculine energy, leaving the circus. Maybe he's been spotted. But this is, he's sneakily observing the divine feminine, or maybe moving towards the divine feminine. He's definitely observing the divine feminine here. It's the surveillance card. It's definitely breezy out there. The trees are, you can see. That's not just a little breeze, is it? All those birds flocking in. Let's clarify it. Judgment. Okay, this is coming in with the protective energy, with the divine masculine wanting to protect the divine feminine from judgment. It's very bizarre. It's going to be interesting to see what the oracle comes out with. This is the divine masculine maybe observing the divine feminine being judged. And I want to say that this has kind of ruffled his feathers. We've got birds. If you can see the trumpets being blown over the divine feminine here of judgment. It's like she's, and then I said that it's like she's going solo, okay? She's just going about her own business. So I want to say this is a star of energy, trying to be inspirational, stay in her creativity. Going about just, I feel here about her keeping her balance. There's something about the water because her foot isn't submerged into the water, and I could feel kind of the consistency of the water. Oh, okay. Normally we say blood's thicker than water, but this water's thick. It's thicker than the blood. So this could be judgment via family. The divine masculine's defensive. Okay, so wants to guard the divine feminine's energy here. The next card is the divine feminine's in this protective bubble. It's no one's actually looking at her. She has that protection. It's like she's covered by divine. She's protected in her bubble, okay? Remaining balanced here. The divine will bring the balance, temperance for the divine feminine. So she is protected, but the divine masculine wants to protect her. Okay, I felt like the divine feminine's going about her own business, and the only protection she really has is from divine, because it feels as if the divine feminine's receiving quite a lot of judgment. Okay, so she has to kind of go to her own resources to be able to find her own balance and top up herself. But I believe the divine masculine here, it feels as if he isn't happy about that, and that he actually wants to step in and protect the divine feminine. So this here could be actually him viewing the divine feminine as being unhappy, and a lot of toxic energy around her. Okay. So let's have a look at the Death card. He's on his horse. It's like he doesn't really care. Whoever gets in his way is going to be, I don't know whether trampled over. With this card here, he's definitely on his way to the divine feminine, or just on his way to the divine feminine. The High Priestess, following his intuition, but that's a divine feminine's card here. Okay, 'cause I'm your lady and you are my man. That's what's coming through, the power of love. Okay, because that's his lady, so he wants to be her man. Ten of Cups, King of Wands, tongue-tied again. Struggling to get his words out, but he's here. Split it this way, he's looking at the Ten of Cups. Even if we put it the other way, he's looking at the transformation with the intuition, depending which way he's kind of looking. We're all getting a bit tongue-tied, confused. So the divine masculine's thinking too much into this now. Okay, let's have a look. King of Swords. If you have a look at the cloud that's kind of behind his head, I feel like that's either, it's like a thought bubble, but it's kind of coming out as a speech bubble. It wants to. It wants to come out. It's like it wants to be vocalized. Let's have a look, see what wants to clarify it. The Devil energy. Now, the energy here of the divine masculine really surveying the divine feminine. This is him being addicted to her. And I think he understands that. He has this addictive kind of energy, tendency. Maybe a trait that it's very overpowering, this protective energy here. It's about not being able to resist the temptation. The Devil energy. Let's take this one. Yeah, I felt that this defensiveness comes up really quickly. So, okay. Communication. Things happening quickly. An unhappy queen here. I said I didn't really feel that it was the divine feminine's energy, but as we've come into it, I think that that's because the divine feminine isn't perceiving herself like this, but the divine masculine's protective energy has come out. So it's kind of like, regardless what the divine feminine says her state of well-being is, he's not happy. We'll take those two. So now we have the Divine Masculine who is planning. He has the world in his hand. What did I say? The four corners of the earth. I can't remember what I said with that card. Well, anyway, there's a Divine Masculine here who's preparing to take a leap of faith. I felt here he was on a bit of a cliffhanger. And then we have the cliff here. He's going to take like kind of that leap of faith. So it's like he is at his home looking out. He has a wand here to offer and a world in his hand. And then we have a Divine Feminine, I want to say. That's what I'm feeling now with this, is the perception that the Divine Masculine has. She has her back turned to him. It's like she's in this star energy. She is protected and she is balanced. But she is alone. She's in the Nine of Pentacles energy. And the Divine Masculine's very aware of this. Okay, how long have I been on? Because I don't have the house for too long. We're good. 1616. Let's have a look. Bottom of the deck. It looks like he wants to gather up all those swords of everyone else and send everyone else like away. This is a surrender card, but if you kind of pick up on what I've been speaking about and the energy of it, you can kind of see that it feels enough is enough. Let's get some, we'll get an Angels of Light card. Okay, I'll tell you what we should do is, seeing as I haven't got many packs of cards, so we've got the story going on. Let's clarify these, each of them, kind of the pairs. So we have the Divine Masculine here leaving town, camp, doesn't care if he's spotted, and all his attention is on the Divine Feminine. Let's see what wants to come out. Celebration. It's time for you to look for the joy and the delight and the wonder of every day. Okay, I'm going to start again. It's time for you to look for the joy, the delight and the wonder of every day and rejoice in it. When we celebrate the passing events and transitions of life, it is our way of giving thanks and the angels delight with us. Whenever possible, celebrate with others, for then great energy is raised, which attracts many angels, drawn by the laughter and lightness to add their blessings. It will bond you happily with others. Angel wisdom reminds you to celebrate and honour all things large or small in your life. Find something to celebrate now. The affirmation is, my life is a celebration. So we have the Divine Feminine here, I want to say not wallowing in the self-pity that the Divine Masculine's kind of wallowing in for her. And I feel he actually wants to celebrate the Divine Feminine. She is still happy celebrating her life. Okay. Affirmation, my life is a celebration. So now we have the Divine Masculine looking at the Divine Feminine. The Judgment trumpet is over her. And I'm just really looking at the other masculine in this picture that's holding his head up high. It's like he's... The song that's coming through is, you've got me begging you for mercy. Why won't you release me? Okay. Let's find out more about this. Ooh. Patience. Trust the higher forces of life to know what is best for you. And remember that when you are asked to wait, you are being prepared for something even better than you expected. So change your attitude to one of acceptance. Relax and take stock. Ask your angel to enfold you during this waiting period so that you can listen to the promptings of the divine. Do not rush off on some wild goose chase of your lower will. When the time is right and you are ready and refreshed, the next door will open. Patience is always rewarded. Affirmations: all things happen at the perfect time. So the divine masculine, he's waiting for that perfect time. It's coming. We're only on kind of the second set of cards. Patience. Now we have the star energy of the divine feminine, who it's like she knows what she's doing. Okay, she understands her calling and she understands her protection. And with the divine feminine coming out of balance, she knows how to regain that balance. But the divine masculine's become extremely defensive now. Protective. Okay. Introspection. Your angel guidance is to find quiet space for contemplation and look within. It is time to withdraw and review your life. Taking time and space for yourself gives you an opportunity to recuperate from life's challenges, to reflect on the way ahead, strengthen yourself and prepare for the next phase of your life. During times of introspection, you can become aware of your gifts, your inner reserve, and your wisdom. It is time for healing. Still your mind and quieten your emotions. Ask for your angel wings to enfold you and provide you with a safe haven in which to relax. Then you can listen to the prompting of your angel inspiring and guiding you. Affirmation: I claim time and space for myself. I feel this is really a message for the divine masculine. It's like quieten your mind. There's definitely this intense feeling of being very protective. It's realised with the devil energy a bit later on. Okay. Find quiet space for contemplation and look within. It is time to withdraw and review your life. Okay. So we have the divine feminine here who is protected. We've got temperance. That's definitely that patience card, okay? But the divine feminine, she's there protected by divine. It's just the divine masculine now wants to do his part of protection, to protect the divine feminine himself. Okay. And I feel the energy here is because the divine feminine is not complaining. She's just going about her day, remaining balanced. It's like understanding that all is well. Gratitude. Your guidance is to count your blessings. When you say thank you to the universe for its gifts, it responds generously to you. Angel wisdom reminds you to say thank you for all that you have, the intangible as well as the tangible. Whenever you say thank you from your heart, more is bestowed on you, for gratitude is the key to opening the doors to universal abundance. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude and open yourself to receive love and plenty into your life. Your angels will smile on you. I am grateful for everything in my life. That's the affirmation. The divine feminine remaining balanced. Okay. Now we have the transformation and we have the, well, we can say the intuition card following, because we've got the introspection here. The divine masculine reviewing his life. And it says, still your mind and quieten your emotions. Ask for your angel's wings to enfold you and provide you with a safe haven in which to relax. Then you can listen to the promptings of your angel inspiring and guiding you. I claim time and space for myself. As it said, now's not the time to go off on a wild goose chase. So, let's have a look. Creativity. The angel suggests that you explore your creative potential now. Creativity is an energy for adventure and change. Okay, so it said that the promptings will come, and I said that the energy changed on this row here. And it's time now for the Divine Masculine to explore his creative potential now. Creativity is an energy for adventure and change. It may herald a new idea, inspiration for a book, an artistic vision, or a new project. Let your imagination flow. If you do not know how to channel the force, you may feel restless or dispirited. So ask your angel to help you to direct your creative energy towards something worthwhile, which I feel is the Divine Feminine for the Divine Masculine. He's seeing the Divine Feminine as being worthwhile, very much. The angel wisdom reminds you that you are a co-creator with Divine. Use your power and wisdom. Use your power with wisdom and joy. Affirmation, I enjoy my creative powers and use them for the highest good. So now we have this King of Wands who is, we can say, having a look at the Death card with the High Priestess. He's got the kind of happy card. That's what I wanted to call it. He's got the happy card. Okay. That feels like when you... No, okay, we can go to this. Refereeing, okay? Having being shown the yellow card, the red card. You've got the happy card. So I feel like the Divine Masculine feels he's in possession of a happy card. Okay. So like giving someone like a warning with a yellow card or a red card and they're out, they're gone. He's got the happy card. Rather bizarre. This is coming up. Okay. Acceptance. Acceptance means unconditional love. That would be a happy card. The angels remind you to accept everyone exactly as they are, without judging, blaming, or wanting to change them. When you are totally accepting, you bear no malice or enmity towards anyone or anything. Harmlessness through acceptance is a high state of being, and this is a difficult quality for humans to embrace, for it is a divine quality. Nevertheless, the angels are drawing it to your attention now. You're also asked to accept yourself. When you truly do so, you feel centered and confident, and your divine self is revealed. Affirmation, I accept myself and others. Compassion is just shouting out. Now, you're also asked to accept yourself. When you truly do so, you feel centered and confident, and your divine self is revealed. We have the Divine Masculine here, communicating. I spoke about the addiction to the Divine Feminine, and I believe that's just the acceptance card of the connection. Felt like he was wanting to take this leap of faith here, communicating. Oh, I spoke about, didn't I, the wanting to bring those thoughts into, like, to vocalise them now. Speech bubbles. And it comes up with the Eight of Wands, so communication, acknowledgement and self-worth. So look after yourself by acknowledging your desires. So he's thinking now, we've got the Devil card, his desires. Examine and note your gifts, talents and achievements. When you accept all aspects of yourself, you feel centered and confident. Then you can genuinely acknowledge others. Become aware of and nurture the good qualities of the people in your life so that they feel relaxed and happy in your presence. Angel wisdom reminds you to recognize who you truly are, an evolved spirit in a human body. When you acknowledge your spiritual dimensions, you will align with your true self and your spirit will soar. Affirmation, I acknowledge who I truly am. Self-worth kicks in. Self-worth bestows a sense of confidence, expectation of success and ability to love. Decide on clear boundaries and limits and firmly decline to let others step over them or manipulate you. You will earn respect. It's just really this underlying energy here. When you value yourself, you become open and friendly, slow to take offence and quick to forgive. Remind yourself that you are likeable and lovable. Do not let others press your buttons. Stand tall and confident. With true self-worth, you radiate a golden aura, which enfolds others and makes them feel good too. Ask your angel to step into your aura and guide you. Affirmation, I am confident and worthwhile. And that whole card I felt was speaking about the Divine Feminine. Her true self-worth will radiate a golden aura and enfolds others and makes them feel good too. Ask your angel to step into your aura and guide you. Affirmation, I am confident and worthwhile. Let's finish off with this Queen of Cups, okay? Just kind of holding this poisonous cup of love here. I feel it's the Divine Feminine, but I feel that this is a perception of the Divine Masculine. And why all of a sudden it's like he's a kickstart. Okay. This is a nudge. It's he has a desire to protect. Okay, gonna have to get this wrapped up. Beginnings. That's perfect. I don't know what's underneath, but new beginnings. Life is a series of cycles, and a time of rebirth is indicated for you. This may mean a new phase in a relationship, the germination of a fresh idea, or the development of qualities in you like laughter, light, or hope. It may herald a total change. Do not be afraid to let go of the familiar, for the new cannot enter until the old and outworn has departed. Your guidance is to accept the new, for it will be well. Your angel guidance is to accept the new, for it will be welcome when it arrives. Birth is a vulnerable time. The fragile life force needs to be protected and nurtured within you. Ask the angels to guide the new beginnings in your life safely to maturity. Affirmation, I welcome and nurture the new in my life. Vulnerability. Only the brave and open-hearted dare to allow themselves to be vulnerable, for it requires courage to take down all walls and expose your humanness. Your angel guidance is to become aware of your defense mechanisms, which keep you separate from others and the divine. Ask your angels to help you dissolve your masks and barriers so that your fragile true self can emerge like a butterfly from its cocoon. The reward is freedom, love, and a sense of inner safety. So dare to be vulnerable and open. Affirmation, vulnerability is my strength. Let's look at the bottom. Discipline. An unruly dog is a hazard to itself and others. The animal which has learned discipline and obedience can be trusted and will loyally and lovingly serve its master. It is then allowed off its lead. Through discipline comes freedom. The master you are called on to obey is your higher self. You came to earth on a mission, and only self-discipline will enable you to fulfill it. Tune in and ask your angels for their help and support so that your life becomes happy and rewarding and divinely directed. It's a happy card. Pull out the happy card. It's like wave that in front of everyone's face. So the affirmation, self-discipline brings me freedom. Okay, we're going to get some daily guidance from your angels. Ground yourself. Okay. There's a lot here about the divine masculine needing to have patience with himself There's a very strong protective energy here. It says an unruly dog is a hazard to itself and others. The Divine Masculine is aware of it, of this change in his energy. So ground yourself. When you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and the material so that you can enjoy a fully earthly life. Let's read this. This card is a signal that your energy and attention need to be grounded. If you've been feeling spacey, confused or forgetful, this card speaks to the reason. Ungroundedness means that your attention is directed up too high, as if you're not in your body. A balance is needed between a focus on spirit and a focus on earth. You can ground yourself by walking barefoot on grass or soil, by eating foods from the ground like potatoes or carrots, by rubbing your bare feet, by touching a tree or plant, or by visualizing roots coming from the bottom of your feet into the earth. Grounding will help you to better concentrate and focus, and will also increase your connections to the angels. So the additional meanings for this card: spend time gardening, work with flower essences, adjust your diet and other lifestyle habits so that they support your mental and physical awareness. Make sure the words you speak or write are practical, grounded and understandable. That's this energy here of the Divine Masculine trying to verbalise, okay, his thoughts. So make sure the words you speak or write are practical, grounded and understandable. Be down to earth and authentic in your relationships. I love this. Send love and light to Mother Earth. I felt that that's the Divine Feminine. Mother Earth. Send love and light to the Divine Feminine. Okay. Let's get one more. Or two. Child. You care deeply about children and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. Okay. This card signifies that a child is affecting some aspect of your question. This could be your own child, your desire for a child, a young family member, or your present or future work in helping children. Have children been on your mind lately? If so, this card is proof that whatever you've been considering is valid. This includes spending more time with children and looking into areas of employment related to young ones. Additional meanings for this card: your life purpose involves helping children. Be as a child. Pay attention to your inner child. A child in heaven is saying, I love you. Pregnancy or adoption might be part of your life. What this is bringing up for me is I was drawn home for my dad. My dad is fine. Okay, my dad's 88. Okay, he's going all right. We'll address that when I get back home and we'll have a chat, because there's some really weird things that kind of synchronizations that happened. But I haven't actually read the note. I'll tell you about it now. So I arrived here on Wednesday and I didn't tell my dad I was here, and I went over to see him, and he expected my brother-in-law and my nephew to be going over, and they rang and said they were going, and I went along, and when he opened the door it was me. He was absolutely blown away. Amazing to see him. He is frail, he's lost a lot of weight, he is getting old, and I do have concerns, but it's just part and parcel of it, so I'm not concerned about that. But he said to me it was really bizarre because he had just wrote me a Christmas card. And he said, I've just wrote your Christmas card and a little present. I said, I thought we wasn't doing presents. And he said, yes, but I've just wrote you another note in there as well. And he said, it was saying about how much I loved you and how much I missed you. And he said, and you're here. And I said, you must have sent out the message. I received your message. I'm here. He said, well, you can take it back. But he hasn't given it to me yet. I'm going to be seeing him tonight. So I'm going to be receiving that. So we'll have a look maybe of that when I get back home. And I'm not sure we're going to get the working week out for Sunday. So there's another little a pre-warn for you. I think I'll just do that on Monday. I won't premiere it this week. Okay. So, but what I realised was it wasn't my dad I was drawn home for. It was actually over the last week, my two nephews have kind of come forth. There is kind of like a rift within the family, and I'm like on my own with my own two children. But a lot of people were affected in the middle, and it was the children. They're not really children now. You know, they're coming up to their 30s, some of them. And the two that I'm talking about, I helped to raise them, really for the first kind of, well, for 9 years, I'm going to say, of their life. So, and I live with them. And we don't really have contact now, and it's affected them. And it isn't, you know, it's down to my relationship with my sisters, okay? But seeing as they're not my children and they're my sister's children, they seem to have been affected. And I realised I've actually come to do quite a bit of masculine healing here. And it's obviously great, but it was my dad that kind of brought me here. So I understand why I'm here. I'm looking forward to getting back home. I'm in a very masculine orientated energy. So I'm just being open and honest about it. I love them dearly, but I know that I'm here to clear some stuff. And I'm staying balanced, and I know my role here, and I'm protected. I'm all good. So let's have a look at this last card here, acceptance. See yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. And I really realised that by coming home, there's a lot that I have accepted, but there's a lot that others haven't. And I feel I'm just helping with that. Okay, let's read this. You received this card to help your relationship with yourself and others. The next time you're tempted to judge yourself or someone else harshly, pray for their health and happiness instead. This more positive route builds self-esteem and harmony and heals relationships. Additional meanings for this card. Notice how much better you feel when you think positively about yourself and others. Don't try to control or change them. Let go of tendencies to force things to happen, and you'll receive your desired or better outcome more peacefully. When one door closes, another one opens. Okay. Let's get an affirmator. And then I'm going, let's go. Magic. I believe in magic. I see evidence of it all the time. And though the tricks can probably be explained away by something sensible and ordinary, I'd rather not ruin the fun. Other people can fill their days with mere coincidence. I fill mine with, holy crap, that's unbelievable. That's really how it is when you kind of, a lot of people think, oh, it's just a coincidence, and I see synchronizations everywhere, so that's perfect. I've just said about, you know, with my dad, you know, he said it was funny, I've just like wrote you a note saying how much I love you and miss you, because he's caught up in it all as well. And it's tough on them. It's very much tough on the other family members. And but I believe he just has this acceptance now. So he was going to send me a little love note. How cute is that? Okay, I haven't got it yet. He knows. He said to me, he said, I'm getting old. I said, I know. And he said, and I've kind of, he knows he's gone downhill since he lost his wife, which was, well, he lost his wife on the 1st of August, 2017, and I lost my husband on the 31st of August the same year. So that's kind of, that brought us a lot closer. Anyway, let's get an affirmator to end on. Authenticity. Authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. Whoever doesn't get it doesn't have to get it, but at least they know it because I've said it. And that's way better than leaving a passive-aggressive note about it. Change is hard. It's hard to remain in your truth. And especially you have people like pushing your buttons. About standing tall and strong. And knowing that you are divinely protected and loved. Let's get another one. Then I'm going. Oh, we've got 2. Trust. I trust that everything will be okay in the end. Partly because I simply know it in my gut, but also because it's way more fun to live with trust and confidence than to be a defensive wiener. All them sharks out there. Hold your head up high. Stay balanced. Keep walking ahead. Trust. And positive thinking. In the garden of my mind, I water the good thoughts and weed out the bad ones. I throw in forgiveness and empathy seeds by the handful if I want, and I take a lawnmower to that jealousy and resentment patch. I'm a pretty badass mind gardener. Stay positive through this time, guys. Okay, I will see you when I get back home. Much love to you all. Take care. Bye for now.